We did receive the Powell 60 Minutes episode yesterday. There were a lot of interesting things that he said in that episode. There was one thing that really stood out in that interview to me with what Powell was saying. A lot of the things that he was saying were pretty much exactly what he said previously, but there was one really important point that I think we have to bring up there that kind of goes into a lot of the things that we've been talking about on this channel and on all of these streams, guys. So again, yields right now are not reacting positively or basically the bond market's not reacting positively at all to what was said over the weekend by Powell. You see TLT down here about 1.5% here. As we've said, this is going to be a choppy ride with TLT going into the March meeting just because they've overpriced the probability of March cuts, even though the actual probability of actually having rate cuts in March literally makes no sense. So let's see who we got in here. We got Jay, Rogue Civilian, Angel, Dr. Bob, Borg, Gerald. Welcome, everybody. Again, if you guys are filtering in here, I'd love to say hi. Good morning. If you guys are new, coming over from Instagram or TikTok, let me know. I'd love to say hi to you guys. We got an awesome crew here in the mornings. And let's get after it. All you guys on the swing course, you have the watch list. We're going to be going over that. I'm going to make sure that private Twitter is set up for you guys this week, just so that we don't have to deal with all the nonsense with like, I didn't get the email, all this stuff, because the emails are always getting sent to you guys. Good morning, Vixen, everyone. What up, Benjamin? How you doing, buddy? And again, as you guys are filtering in here, make sure that you guys are hitting that like button. Helps out a whole lot with the algorithms over here. Costs you nothing to do it. Helps me out a whole lot. We are live every single every single day, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Not just Mondays, every day. So, again, this one's still on the list for this week. Palo Alto. This is another one that I'm interested in over here. Crowd. The only thing that I really have laying over from last week is the free Facebooks. So I sold I don't know what 75, 80% of the total position that I had, made it free before I sold like another batch of them. So that trade is completely free, house money. This can do whatever it wants. If these expire worthless, don't care. Already got the initial amount of cash back, plus I think like 50, 60% in profits on the initial position size. So that's pretty good. And we're going to see what we can get on the last bunch of those. And then I am interested in a couple of these here. This is another one. The trade desk here is interesting. So TTD, this has got a nice setup here. The problem is earnings. So again, we were talking about this one. This is one that you want to be a lot more careful with just because you're coming right into earnings here. So we'll see what happens with that bad boy. But let's see, team. Ooh, don't be slackers on the like button this morning, team. But let's go through one of the statements from Powell that I found incredibly interesting, which is not what was said in the past. Remember, what Powell said at the last meeting and reiterated in this 60 Minutes interview was that he wanted to basically wait for more data, more confidence that inflation was heading to that 2% target. Now, this statement right here kind of feeds it, furthers that, but also doesn't. And I think it provides a good insight into what Powell's actually looking at and how the market could potentially react to further pieces of data that come out. So this is what Powell said. Basically, we want to see more good data. It's not that the data aren't good enough. It's that there's really 6 months of data, meaning that things have really just started to get better within the last 6 months. We just want to see more good data along those lines. It doesn't need to be better than what we've seen or even as good. It just needs to be good. And so that's the most important sentence there that we're going to cover. And so we do expect to see that. And that's why almost every single person on the FOMC believes that it will be appropriate for us to reduce interest rates this year. Now, the interesting thing about that is, why is Powell then coming out and saying that the data doesn't necessarily need to be better than what we've seen? It just needs to be good. Well, you have to think about how a lot of these different pieces of data are calculated. It's on a rolling basis. It's not like you're going to compare each individual block of year over year CPI PCE data. It's on a rolling basis. So it's 1 year, year over year. What was the inflation last year? Or what was this basket of goods being priced at the previous year, and what is it looking like now? So when you see him saying, well, we just want it to look good, that's important, because you could see bad data come out, a little bit of missing expectations on CPI kind of staying the same. And Powell and the FOMC may read that as, well, things are staying the same, actually looking good, and the effects of these rate hikes are still having an effect on the overall market, which is very important for us to look at here. Now, again, with markets being at basically right near all-time highs like they are, I mean, I don't have a problem with swinging any of these things. Like all the setups that I've sent you guys in those of you guys in the Swing Kings course, I don't have a problem with it. You just have to keep your wrist tight. So that's probably what I'm going to be doing. I'll probably be sizing down a little bit, but playing shorter expirations, just to kind of wait and see what we're going to get here. Because last week was crazy. We saw like you guys saw the tweet I put out where it was like the market's reaction to Powell and NFP. Like the market should not have bounced the way that it did. With Powell saying he needs to wait, no March cuts, even though that we already knew that. NFP coming out in really not a way that the market really wanted to see. We shouldn't have seen what we saw last week in the market. Now, again, it doesn't really matter. Like, we're just looking at things. It's not like we're going to take positions in a day or two just based on that data. That's insane. And I know a lot of people do that, like, especially those of you guys that are new in here. Like, if you see a piece of data come out that's like hot CPI, cool CPI, dude, just don't go willy-nilly taking positions on that expire like that week if you're trading options. That's insane, and you should not be doing that. Like, you're trying to trade a macro situation in like a week. That's crazy. But yeah, guys, keep smacking that like button on the way in. Don't be slackers over here. Let's see. Oh, you guys are slacking hard this morning on a Monday. Uh-oh, team. Maybe I'll pull that 50% off bundle deal to the 2 courses. I do this for free every single day for you guys. Uh-oh. You guys are playing games over here. Market's still pricing in 5 cuts, but I don't see forecasts of the velocity of the cuts. I don't think anybody really does. I think they're expecting 25s. Ralph, I think if they were to do anything above 25 basis point cuts, that would be a massive signal to the market that things are unhealthy. I think the sweet spot is 25 because think about it. If they start hiking by 50 cutting by 50 or even 75, that would be really, 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 really not good because it's signaling that things are terrible. If the signal from the Fed that overall economic conditions are awful, then they're going to get hammered. The whole market's going to be like, yeah, no. If it's in like the normal kind of like operations of what everybody thinks the Fed is going to do, that's fine. It's like that scene in The Dark Knight where like the Joker is like, everybody freaks out when things start to go like not a part of the plan. But if everybody knows the plan in advance, nobody's going to freak out because they can already price it in. So we'll see what happens today. We'll see if we can get some more nasty day trades, guys. I mean, that one last week gave us the really hot start to the 14th winning month in a row for the strategy I teach you guys in that day trading mastery course. Like, dude, that trade was dirty. And it didn't even look, the problem is it doesn't even look great here. Like, this looks tiny. But that's 23.5 points on ES, or like 230%. That's ridiculous. You traded one contract on that and hit full TP? What is that? One contract at 23.5 points. 23.5 times 50. 1175. All of you have the ability to do that. Every single one of you guys. Let's see. 25 basis points at a time would surprise you. You expect 50 based on the historical rate. I disagree with you on that one. I think they're going to go by 25s and slowly work its way down because they still need to leave rates high enough. It's basically like, think about it like this. You have a ball sitting at like a top of the hill, but when you push the ball off the hill, the Fed has the ability to change the slope of the hill. If the ball gets rolling too fast, then things pick up too quick right away. Now, if they're able to kind of move that out and basically accomplish that soft landing, then they'll be fine. I just don't think they're going to do, I don't see a reason why they would do 50s. 2 to 2.5 for the Fed funds rate would be his target. Right, but that's not this year. That's like throughout the next like 2 years, I think. 2 or 3 years. Like we're at 5, what? We're at 5.25? It's like 525 to 550, I think is the number we're at here. I'm 99% sure that's what it is. Yeah, 525, 550. I think that's a little bit aggressive. Like, I don't think they're going to do that. Because you still have those elements of inflation that are sticky. If you start cutting rates on that, they're going to pick back up. The problem is, too, is that, like, and Powell mentioned this, and we've talked about this a lot. Powell mentioned the risk of cutting too early is having long run inflation at higher than 2%, which we've talked about this before, but I think it's meaningful to talk about again this morning here. If you have 2% is, and he mentioned why, and I think it was really due to like you have a little bit more wiggle room in what you can do with rates, which is fine. I mean, the problem is that if they cannot accomplish this and long run inflation goes to 3%, like I don't think people fully understand like how terrible that is for society as a whole. Like, if you own assets that are going to benefit with inflation, here's a good example. Let me, hold on. Let me see if I can pull this chart up for you guys. Inflation's impact on soccer. I need the chart. I think it's this. Purchasing power, no. Okay, is it this? That's what it is. Inflation, that's what it is. Hold on. There it is. This is a good one right here. Like the inflation adjusted growth of the S&P 500, like the vast majority of the gains have come from inflation. So I wish I had the chart that I actually like was looking at, but if you look at overall market gains, a lot of the growth comes from two things: stock buybacks and inflation. So looking forward to getting another tool in the tool belt, getting the courses today. There we go, Tor. Yeah, make sure. And then again, I can announce this for you guys here. The 50% off deal, the all-in-one is still going on. That's going to go probably until the end of this month, and then it's done. Then the courses are going to be full price. So if you guys want to take advantage of that, again, you're getting the 0 losing months in 2023 day trading strategy. January was also green of this month. February is looking really hot as well. And then you get the swing trading course as well, which I know for a fact is helping you guys out a boatload. Like we had one guy making 200 grand on AMD. Like it was nasty. But Tor, good to see you in there, buddy. We're gonna have some fun. But let's get back to a couple of these points here. That like, the reason why I'm talking about like the market having most of its gains coming from inflation is you have to think about who has the ability to participate in the market. It's gonna be maybe middle class people, upper middle class, and then anything above. Anybody who is living paycheck to paycheck is not able to put money into their retirement or invest in the market or buy any assets that are going to be benefiting with inflation. Any single dollar that they make, every single one is going to depreciate by a certain amount, whatever the inflation rate is, every single year. Their purchasing power goes down. What does that cause? Well, if you see it, let's say it's 3%, because the kind of Powell has hinted before that like, it could be long run 3, but like not. He's like, yeah, we don't want that actually to happen, but he has hinted at something like that in the past about raising that long run inflation target, and he does not want to for good reason. And this is the reason. If you have all of the people that are able to purchase assets making boatloads of money just due to those inflationary elements in the market that are probably going to get turbocharged by stock buybacks, then you have all of the people at the lower end of the totem pole who are unable to take advantage of any of these market gains that could then come. The wealth gap gets way bigger, and then you also see more unrest because people are going to feel disenfranchised based upon what is happening in the overall market because, again, the rich get richer, the poor get poorer. That is legitimately how it happens. It's inflation. Like, people like to think about all the time. It's like, oh, but they do this. They try to keep people down and all that stuff. And it's like, well, you should look at how inflation affects things because that's the actual thing that's occurring. It's very simple. It's like, can you buy assets that are going to benefit from inflation? Yes or no? And those are the people that are going to either win most of the time or lose most of the time in whatever their financial situation is. So it's a dangerous game that the Fed is playing right now, and it's an even more dangerous thing of what they did back in 2020, even though it was necessary at the time. Maybe not to the extent that they did it, but it was a bit necessary. Good morning, gang. What up, Daily Taylor? How you doing, man? Again, team, make sure you guys are hitting that like button on the way in. You guys have been crushing it recently. We are going to have another great week. Let's see if we can get another nasty day trade here. I mean, either way, with the gains that we made on the other one, if you're trading with the same size, you can, the Thursday one, if you guys hit that trade, you now have the ability to lose 5 trades in a row and still be green. How about that? How about them apples? Huh? You like that? Oh, and this is the other thing I want to point out as well. I know a lot of you guys are interested in the courses. I know a lot of you guys are having a lot of success with them. But for those of you guys that are maybe new, just trying to get an idea of kind of what they're all about, a lot of things that people teach in the market, the people that are teaching them, they're so blinded by the way that they trade that they don't necessarily understand the other personality types and the emotional types of people out in the market. Because there are going to be some people that are more geared towards, let's say, swing trading, some people more geared towards scalping, some people more geared towards whatever else. And if you try to teach them a different strategy, just the way that their brain is wired, they're going to fail. The way that I teach things and the way that I set things up in the courses is that literally anybody can do it. It solves all the problems that everybody has because we trade with systems versus discretion. And that's the main point there, which is why people have so much success with them. Palantir pre-market run-up play should be paying well this morning. Yeah, I don't have it. I might just like screw around with their earnings for fun. Did I miss any news about the macro class? No, not yet. We'll talk about that a little bit later. We'll probably do that a little after market open. The mastermind that we're going to be doing. Yeah, we'll talk about that a little bit. Waiting for a toe? Oh, Daily Taylor, what happened there, buddy? All right, folks. We got about 14 minutes to go here. TLT's not having any fun. I might snag a little bit more of that today. Get some different expirations. Maybe go a little bit further out there. I mean, you guys know. You guys on the Swing Kings course know what I'm looking at today. The 2 things I will add to that, though, or I think it's one. Palo Alto is one that I'm still watching. So I think it's over here. No, that's TTD. Pan W is another one. The only thing that I really have from last week is the free Facebooks for those of you guys filtering in. Those are the ones that I traded with the post-earning strategy that I'm going to give you guys in the mastermind as well. That one's dirty. Like you guys saw the two times I've done it this earnings season were on Netflix, which was a 250% gain. And then on Facebook, which I believe was like, what, 200% gains? Something like that. So, I mean, it's nasty. The risk to reward is good. So we'll go through that with you guys as well. You really shouldn't ever be trying to trade earnings. That's kind of ridiculous. I've taught you guys how to do it in the past, but it's not something I do all the time. It's just something that I'll do when I just feel a little gambly, which is very rare. Morning, Vix. What up, David? How you doing, buddy? Kind of looks good. LUV. Yeah, a lot of those airlines are looking all right. I think Delta's looking all right, too. Nah, not this one. This is just like earnings. Boom, done. I'm not the biggest fan of this. Delta, though, had an interesting chart. Yeah, Delta looks good. So this is a good thought exercise for you guys right here, too. Like, what looks better here for a potential setup? Delta? Like, what looks cleaner? Delta or Southwest? LUV? Well, Delta obviously looks a lot cleaner. You're not my kid. Ulta, I've been out of it, but this is giving us another setup on the daily here, which I don't have any problem taking. So I got out of the Ultas like last week before this drop here. So I got out of the Ultas right around like 500. But again, remember, we were talking about this too, that we're waiting for another setup on the daily to form, which it kind of is. This candle's a little bit jacked up here. If we give this like 2 or 3 days, and it continues to kind of hang out in these ranges here and then kind of makes an attempt to the upside of this range, I would be perfectly fine doing something like this. So we'd look at maybe a break of like, let's just say it's right here. Our stop would probably be a little tighter. Our first TP would probably be this thing for about, I don't know, maybe 1 to 2.6. But like for Ulta, that's going to, like, if you're hitting that type of risk to reward on something like Ulta, that's going to be a bit nuts. And then, I mean, second TP would be all the way up here at these highs. So that's potentially what we could look for here. But, I mean, let's go back to whatever we had here, that one. So that was the trade-off of the weekly time frame. So if you throw it on here, that's what we were doing. Boeing had poor news this morning. I mean, Boeing's just been getting blasted, I feel like. And then it had a decent day, though. A decent couple of days after the earnings. Oh, I think it was one of these here. Oh, this is the weekly. Hold on. Yeah, decent move off the bottom, but I'm not going anywhere near Boeing for a while. I mean, maybe long-term shares, but I doubt it. They're just really screwing around. They're not having any fun. Let's see here. And then, yeah, I think Apex, guys, is still having that 70-something% off sale for you guys. So if you guys want to get funded with Apex, you can get up to 20 accounts. I think you can get, like, millions of dollars in funding with Apex, too, for, like, a very cheap cost, which is kind of sick for you guys. You just got to worry about that trailing drawdown. But this is nice here. I like what I'm seeing out of ES this morning, because if we can get a nice clean move in one direction, oh dude, we'll just go for it and sling it with the day trading strategy. Why wouldn't we? We have such a giant buffer off of, we lose 5 trades in a row and still be green. Like, come on now. You kidding me? That's ridiculous. Where else are you going to get that type of risk reward? Is there anything new on Twitter over here? Also, if anybody over here is new to the stream, new to the channel, let me know. I'd love to give you a nice warm welcome here. I saw a lot of people coming over and subscribing this weekend from that Instagram video that took off. I mean, that one's almost at like another 200,000 views, man. Thank you guys. I appreciate that. Data at 9:45. Yeah, that'll be big. Services PMI. Yeah, so we won't trade before that. Then again, we have a million Fed speakers this week. So we talked about this in the newsletter. But I mean, look at this. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think there's 10. 7, 8, 9, 10. We got 10 Fed speakers this week. 10 of them. So this could be a week, guys, where the market just chops around in a range, and it just sets us up for further swings next week, which is fine. Don't be, and again, this is something that I try and drill into your guys' heads a lot. I might even just say this a lot more. Like, if it doesn't fit, you must quit. If it's not following our strategies to an absolute T, we do not touch it. It's like a hot stove. You got to wait for the stove to cool down if you want to touch it. You're not my kid, and you're not new to the channel. I'm your son. Jeez. All right, we're going to have some more fun today, huh? All right, Boeing. I want to get Palo Alto up here. Yeah, tighter risk probably coming in, but I'm fully willing to take, take a couple of those trades there. Going to be subscribing soon. There we go, Asylum. Yeah, man, I mean, again, you guys see the power of those strategies over there. I mean, right now we're working on 14 winning months in a row with that Daytrading Mastery Course strategy. And then, the swing trading course is just filthy for you guys. I mean, you guys see it. I send you the tickers every single week. That's where all my multi-100 and 1,000% gains are coming from. And they're 50% off right now. They're buy one, get one free. So that link's at the top of the live chat if you guys are interested. I can throw it in the live chat here for you guys too. But, I mean, that's probably the best trading education that you guys are ever going to see. Literally anybody can do it. That's why, like, it solves every problem that, like, normal retail traders have. And then again, if you guys are in here and you guys have taken those courses, let me know and let all those other people know what you've thought of it too. Again, those testimonials, you guys see it on Instagram, but if you guys want to let the people know in here right now, by all means, go for it. Share your experience. Dude, I had a weekend and a half, and I wasn't even drinking. I went out Thursday. I went out Friday. We had a bar crawl Saturday. Then I went to the club again on Saturday night. Oh, but this was funny, though. I wore my top 100 client hoodie to the club. And, like, the security guard, this is funny. So the security guard, the bouncer outside, just looks at me. He goes, "Who are you?" And I was just like, I just spent about 20 here. And he's like, "Oh, cool." So then we got there super early. So, like, we're at the front of the stage. But the funniest thing is that everybody was giving us so much room because they thought I worked there. And it was awesome. Nobody was coming near us in, like, a middle of a packed dance floor. It was awesome. Like, we were just, like texting our friends, like, come. Like, it was great. Everybody was just walking up. People were like, "Do you work here?" I was like, "No." Let's see. Great courses. Thank you, James. I appreciate that. Jay says, bought the package last week. Trying it out this week. There we go. And again, I say this a lot in the courses, and I say it a lot in these streams. Stop thinking about your trading performance in terms of a week, a day, even a month. You're thinking about a year, and that's what I set you guys up for in those courses, man. We're focused on long-term performance, not this nonsense about how much money you can make in a day. That's how you fail. That's legitimately how everybody fails in the market. And there's two ways. One, they think too short-sightedly. And they say, well, I want to try to make this amount of money today. And it's like, well, why are you doing, why? Stop. It just doesn't make it, logically, it makes no sense. And the second thing is that they're trading with discretion and not systems. Newsflash, your discretion stinks. It's awful. When I take trades in the market, it's never up to me. It's up to the back-tested, profitable systems that I have tested for years and years and years and years. It's not up to me. I just let the systems play out because I know what the results are going to be over time. That allows you to have more confidence, more proper risk management, manage your emotions better, and then make more money. Less trades, more profits, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we focus on. So we got about 5 minutes to go over here until the market opens. I'm excited, man. I am excited. Let's do it. Ooh, we're 8 likes away from 50 as well. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, ES just kind of chopping around in this range here. I don't know. I mean, maybe there's something we could take advantage of if this thing wanted to move to the upside, but we do have ISM and some Fed speakers coming. Or no, it's not ISM. Services PMI. We will see. I mean, this is kind of the point in like a cycle too of like market bullishness where like you start to see a little like some failed breakouts, but I'm still going to be taking them. Our performance over the last like couple months here has been like ridiculous. Our win rate with the swings has been like, it's got to be 60 to 70%. I haven't been tracking them, but like very rare that we're losing on the swings there. And the ones that are big ones are like the Affirm, Mara, PayPal. AMD was a nasty one. So let's see if we can keep it up, man. Make you guys some money. But James, thank you for that, buddy. Great courses. I appreciate that. Yeah, the mastermind is going to be even better. So we'll talk about that probably around 10 after ISM. What you guys need to do to make sure that you're either getting the discount or you're getting access to it. So we will talk about that. But yeah, any other tickers that you guys want to talk about here as well, let me know. Again, we can always go over stuff, and that's one of the goals here of these streams is once you guys have the education and the information, I want you guys to be able to look for potential setups as well, because I mean, I can see most things, I just don't see everything. So again, I go through, every single ticker on like the S&P 500, the NASDAQ, and the Russell, which is like 2,700 stocks every single weekend for you guys. So, I mean, I'll miss some, but I'm going to get them, most of them. Bitcoin, you don't trade it, but the daily chart, if the daily chart of Bitcoin looks nasty, I mean, you know where I'm going with it. Oh, shoot. Affirm? Dude, Affirm was disgusting. All right, let's take a look at that real quick, and then we're going to take a look. No, Affirm's garbage. This is garbage. This was great, though. Our Affirm trade here. That was absolutely ridiculous. A 1-17 risk to roll. Romago, what's up, buddy? Welcome back in here, man. It's good to see you. But let's see. Where are we going? Mara. All right. Alrighty, are we about to go round 3 on Mara here? Oh boy, I gotta set a price alert on this thing just in case. Oh boy. Alright, I mean, I'd love it to be lower doing this, but hey. Uh-oh. Alright. Just getting back into trading? There we go, my man. Yeah, that's an interesting one on Mara there. Okay. That's tempting. That is all right, market pulling up into, whoa. Hello, ES. All right, let's have some fun today, team. 1 minute to go until the ding here. Make sure you guys are hitting that like button on the way in. Helps out a whole lot with the streams here. Makes it a whole lot easier for you guys to come back here, too, if you guys do enjoy these. So, TLT getting blasted. That's no fun. Palo Alto has my attention here. I think it's like 348 is what I'm looking for. I knew you would see what I see talking about Mara. Yeah, I do like that. I do like that a lot. I don't know how big it's going to be because the problem is like the problem with the Mara chart is where's your first take profit? Like I almost would do something crazy and go like, yeah, I mean, You could look at like 26, something crazy. Like this thing, if it goes, I mean, that could be crazy. So ding, ding, ding. The market is open. AXP was a good one too. I was looking at that Friday. I just didn't want to grab it. Is it moving again? Nah, it's down here a little. I mean, this one was a decent one. Again, it's like AXP though, so I'm not really looking too much at doing that. If this thing freaking tightens up here and you inside bar it, I might just sling it. Wait. Where's Ulta? Did Ulta just freaking... Oh, no. Dude, I have too many price alerts on here. I have too many of them. Bouncing a little on telly. Where is Facebook? I don't want to see where that thing's going. Screwing around. All right. Let's see what we get here. All right. Yeah, just chop nonsense on ES so far. Nothing yet for us. So you might get that start and continuation of a trend maybe with services and the Fed speaker coming out. That's kind of what we're looking at here. Palantir eyeballing 18. Good. Making money. Making money in the long term, man. Where is that thing? Earnings today after hours, right? That's going to be fun. I'll be watching that. I love this company. Palantir, I think it has the potential to pull an AMD for me. You guys know about my AMD position, but like that thing's got an average of $11.39. Like, where's AMD today? $179. Cranking, dude. Cranking. I love this thing. Good morning, Daniel. How you doing, buddy? All right, let's see here. Telly kind of getting back into that range there. I mean, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I might snag some more of it today. See what it wants to do. And then I kind of want to... All right, we got to keep going through some of these... Hold on. We got to keep going through some of these charts here to see. I mean, I have alerts on Palo Alto. I don't on Crowd. That I kind of like. What are the premiums on that? Are they terrible? And I think this is all-time highs too. Yeah, it is. Yeah, the premiums kind of suck. They kind of suck. Not gonna lie. Like, they're kind of terrible. Snap, they have earnings, I think, this week. I'm not really gonna be screwing around with that. Yeah, it's 3 minutes into the market, too. I kind of want to wait for some things to settle down. Workday. Let's see what this is doing. Freaking nothing. What else? What else? TTD. Nothing. Yeah, the only one that's kind of got my attention there is Crowd. The spreads are awful, too. Why do these suck? Ulta trying to make a move here. No, this isn't doing anything here. I mean, you just baited it. These spreads are terrible, dude. Where's Palo Alto? Where's that? Because this thing I like a lot. All-time highs are like right here. Or not. Where is it? Oh, just kidding. What was the one that was right under all-time highs? There is one chart that's like right under all-time highs. Very similar to what we were looking at on the AMD trade. I thought it was Palo Alto. Maybe it's Workday? Oh, yeah, it's this one. Yeah, it's workday. So we'll see what happens with that. And then you're not getting anything for day trades right now on ES. There's literally nothing to do with it. So we'll see what happens there. We will see what happens there. IWM Scout to the downside paid. Nice. Yeah, I mean, you guys know. I mean, I have blinders on every single time. I just focus on what works. So, I mean, some of you guys, especially those of you guys that are new, you might think, oh my God, why is he not trading a million times in a second? It's like, well, one, that's not trading. That's just gambling. But I just look for very, very specific things out of the market. That's why I'm able to have so much success, and that's why everybody in the courses are able to have so much success. NVIDIA 700 coming. Where's it at? Jesus. I mean, freaking, why didn't we trade this thing? Kind of nasty gap up there. Where's AMD? Is that thing getting up there too? It's all right. It's all right. That's all right. Where's crowd at? Just chilling. Nothing crazy on this one. I think the one that I like the most here is Palo Alto, but it's going to have just terrible spreads. This one's just going to be a waiting game. What about Docu? Did that one just completely invalidate? Yeah, it did. There was another one, I think, too. IBM was interesting, I think. Not the best. Not the worst, not the best. Oh, Netflix. That was the other one. Where's Netflix? I kind of rock with it. Kind of rocking with Netflix here. Yeah. All right. Let's do some checking here. How's Netflix doing? That looks like it's got the juice. Yeah, I like Netflix. I'm a fan of that one. Where's this? 620? Okay. All right. Yeah, that was one that we were talking about from last week, and then was also on your watch list this week too. Cool. Let's see what we got. If you break here, 580-ish, you're gonna have some fun on that thing. So again, you guys are seeing the progression of the swing trading strategy in real time. Earnings gap up. We played the earnings. I mean, you guys still have to find out about that, but I played the post-earnings strategy on it. You got your nice consolidation, and now you're getting a break to the upside. Well, let's see if it can continue. You got to see it break through 580, and then that next target there is going to be about 620. Boom. Let's see. Let's see what we get. Thank you, Netflix. Yeah, there you guys go. Did you guys grab it last week, you front runners? Oh, that's rude. You guys front running me over here on the Netflix? Oh, I see how it is. Oh, okay. All right. I see how it is with you guys over here. Just like, oh, SV says a ticker. We're just going to buy it. Thoughts on Amazon weekly off the 4-hour? That makes that's two different time frames. But no 4-hour nonsense. And I wouldn't sling weekly options unless you're using my swing trading strategy with very, very, very like tight risk, like making sure that your risk is in check there. Oh, you grabbed Netflix this morning? Good. You probably got a better freaking entry than I did. Tally moving on. Workday. Where's crowd? No, that one's failing there. You grabbed it at market open? Guys, you can't just willy-nilly grab the swings. You can't do that. That's not okay. Let's see. You read me? You couldn't have read me. I didn't even talk about Netflix yet. I didn't even talk about it. The only time I've talked about it is just now. Logan, what's up, buddy? How you doing? All right, let's see what we get here, team. Again, keep smacking that like button on the way in, and that 50% off deal for the day trading mastery course and the swing course is still live for you guys. So if you guys haven't hopped in, that deal is running out quick. On the it was the watch list that I sent to the swing kicks, not just because it was on the you had a plan. Oh, good. ES getting a little slippy here. Netflix doesn't really care. It sort of cares, but not really. Maybe you're confusing yourself. You probably are. No, because you guys get two. If you're in all of the courses and on the newsletter, you get 2 emails every week. You get the newsletter, which is free, and then you get the Swing King watch list, which is not free. Let's see. What up, Vix? What up, Stout? How you doing, buddy? Let's see here. All right. ES just kind of chopping around, doing a whole lot of nothing here. Netflix coming back down there. Sharking. Look at that thing. Look at that coming right back down. Uh-oh. They did not want that on Netflix there. Uh-oh. Let's see. Ooh, that's moving with some speed, though. Look at this. Chilling, trading, and winning. There you go. All right, I got to turn the air conditioner on because I feel it getting hot in here, and the camera's about to get clapped. So give me 2 seconds, team. All right, we're back. We are back. All right, team. Dude. This thing's moving like a crazy person. All right, let's see. Kind of same deal with crowd. Telly flickering around. That's a big gap down. ES is doing legitimately nothing. We have 2 minutes until data coming out here, though. Let's see what that data wants to do for us. Dude, if Netflix invalidates that quick, that's going to be crazy. The heat lamp? Oh, because I'm a lizard? No, I'm not a lizard. All right. 30 seconds left until this this initial data drop is coming out. That's going to be interesting. Let's see. Those free Facebooks are getting beaten up. Let's see. Netflix pushing a little. My heat rock. Guys, I'm not a lizard. I am not a lizard. Stop. You guys are ridiculous. Just because we're really good at this does not mean that we're lizards, okay? All right. All right. Data's out here. Let's see what it wants to do. ECB to cut rates before the Fed. Ooh, interesting. U.S. Services PMI January actual 52.5 versus 52.9. Previous the estimate was 52.9, so a little bit lower. They were predicting it to be unchanged. U.S. S&P Global Composite PMI actual 52 versus 52.3. Previous estimated 52.3. So they were predicting no changes, and you got some changes there. It did come in lower. The report just did come in lower. Tabasco Dave, there we go. Where can you find the free course? There is no free course. There's a ebook if you want that, but all of the the 0 losing months in 2023 day trading strategy, the Swing Kings course, again, that deal right now, we're doing a 50% off sale if you get both of them. And then if you just want the day trading course one, use code STV30 for 30% off. But again, you guys have seen the amount of success that people have been having with these. Like, you're making 5 times the amount of the course cost in one trade. Like, that's ridiculous. And again, I wanted to make it affordable for you guys. Like, people are out here charging like multi-thousands of dollars for trading courses. That's ridiculous. So, there you guys go. Tally coming back up. It's closer to free than we deserve. It's pretty close to free, man. Good morning. What's up, man? How you doing? Welcome, 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 everybody. If you guys are new, let me know. I'd love to say hi. I'd love to see if Netflix can get up to that 580 today. Hanging out on your day off. Hope everyone is killing it. Dude, you should see what we've been doing over here, buddy. It's been a bit ridiculous. Swinging lizard, it has nothing to do with lizards. All right? But if you become as good as me, everybody calls you a lizard, I guess. So, now we're just waiting to see what's going to happen with some of these little open positions here. And then let them rip, man. Let them rip. The ebook? Just go to shortthevix.info. That gives you a nice little kind of summary, or like a prerequisite for what we talk about in the courses, man. So yeah, just head over to shortthevix.info, and then we'll talk about the mastermind that we're gonna do here in a minute as well, probably after 10. But yeah, shortthevix.info is where you can get the free stuff, and you get added to the newsletter every single week, which is, I mean, I just break down all the macro stuff that we have to talk about, and make sure that you guys are set up for what you need to watch for going into the next week there. Dude, you guys have been exploding my Instagram recently. Thank you. Appreciate it. Baba trying to get out of the basement? Yeah, I mean, they've got earnings in what? 2 days? See, why do they have to do this nonsense right before earnings? Come on, man. Really? You're going to screw around like that with me right before earnings? I want to take the Baba trade. I just, like... But, oh, I was saying this to Ralph. These Chinese indexes have been just plummeting, and one of the reasons could be people starting to price in the possibility of Trump getting elected again, and he's notoriously tough on China. So that could be one of the reasons why you're seeing these Chinese stocks getting slapped so hard. ES doing literally nothing today. Like, you got, and again, that's the other thing too. The day trading course keeps you out of chop. It's literally impossible to ever be in chop trying to scalp around, do a bunch of nonsense. Like, that will never happen to you. But yeah, I mean, we don't have to talk about that a lot more, guys. I mean, you guys know the deal with it. Like, the thing sells itself. Like, You guys see me cranking with it on Instagram all the time, like the swing, the swings that you guys have seen. Like, you guys know the deal. Chris, no, no, you do not get any of that. How do you get the weekly emails? Go over to shortthevix.info, put your name and email in, download the free ebook, and then you're good to go. This market's being an a-hole today. It's doing nothing. I want something, you know? Netflix flying around all over the place. TLT getting whacked. Large caps in China doing the same. Small and mid caps took a hit this weekend. Halt limit. Whoa. ISM services at 10? No, I thought that was at 9:45 just now. I think we just read that out. No, we get oh, you're right. ISM services. So we just got US services PMI. Then we're gonna get ISM. That's why I thought it was ISM, because it's at 10. The volatility on Netflix here is crazy. AMD's getting hit. Aw, really? What's up with our girl Amanda? Aw, I mean, guys, it's still at 176. Like, I still have a giant AMD position. It's fine. It's gonna be okay. It's down $1.20. I'm okay. We're not trading AMD now either. It might set up again, which would be pretty dirty. Like, if you came up here, consolidated, and then you got this break here, 184, that'd be disgusting. Dollar climbing? Yeah, that's not going to be great. Chris, shout out to being a member of the channel, buddy. I appreciate you. Let's see. Netflix slapped. Any thoughts on Boeing? Nah, I'm not going near it. I mean, that thing just is getting I mean, it had a decent reaction off of their earnings, but that company is really in, like, not having a good time land. Like, look at this. Like, the volatility on it's crazy. I mean, if you're looking long-term shares, I mean, I don't hate it, but, like, from 204 was the highs at 266. I mean, that's not bad if you need exposure to, like, aerospace, like, defense stocks, types, things like that, but... is Goolsby the FOMC person that's less inclined to lower rates? I don't know. I don't know what Goolsby's specific comments were. I'd have to take a look. We could look at the dot plot. I mean, but I don't think it tells you who's saying what in the dot plot. It just says, like, where they are. Like, where overall the Fed members are. Oh, and again, guys, if you wouldn't mind hitting that like button on a way in, about half of you guys in here right now, it's probably over half, have not hit it. Helps out a whole lot with the channel over here. Costs you guys nothing to do it. Helps me out a whole lot. Where do you think Google's going to go? What is this, bro? Like, guys, come on now. What is this? What is this, man? Chris, come on, dude. What is that? If that price action right there doesn't give you, like, a pit in your stomach and be like, stay away, I don't know what does. That's terrible. This looks like I wouldn't even touch this. I wouldn't even look at this. Get it off my screen. That's more like it. Let's see here. UBS expects the Federal Reserve to cut interest rates at May versus prior estimate of March. There we go. Slackers. We got a lot of slackers in here. Maybe it's all the new people lurking around. Netflix getting hit. You like UWMC for a long call, hoping rates drop like they say they will. Well, rates will drop, but that doesn't... I feel like I know this one. What did they do? Oh, yeah. Yeah. I remember this one. I mean, this is not... Like, this is tradable. I mean, this thing could be tradable. If you consolidate up in here, I mean, I would not hate that at all. Ulta's getting hit. I mean, that's fine. You're up 35% on your calls, though? Yeah, it doesn't matter if you're not following a very, very specific strategy. Like, I could be up 100,000% on nonsense, and, like, it's not helping you. Yeah, sure, you make a little bit of money, but if you're not following a very, very specific strategy, I can guarantee you that that money is going to be gone. 100% certain of that. That's why I harp on you guys so much about, like, focus. Be specific and deliberate about what you're doing in the market. Because if you somehow randomly get lucky and hit a big trade, you're just going to lose the money. Palantir couldn't hold up. No. This is nothing on ES here. This is like, this reminds me of like chop before a Fed day. Like, I mean, it's we do have a lot of Fed speakers here, but nothing like that crazy. Goolsby's one of the most hawkish? Okay. Okay. Yeah, I just haven't paid attention too much to, like, Goolsby's specific things. Yeah, like, that's the thing, guys. Like, so many, like, you guys think trading is something that it's not. It's like people think trading is looking at the market every single day and then figuring out where it wants to go. That's wrong. I don't care where the market goes. I legitimately do not care. It could skyrocket in one day. It could tank. It could do whatever. I don't care. Because whatever happens in the market, my system's just going to catch it. And if there's a setup, there's a setup. If there's not, it's not. And that's how you make money long-term in the market. Not screwing around being like, where do you think the SPY's going to go today? It's like, I don't know. I could give you a guess, but that's not going to help anybody. Like, think about it. Why do you think the system works so well? It's market agnostic. It's essentially what it is. False break. I mean, that's kind of what you're getting here on Netflix. Unless the market picks up and this thing can continue, this is definitely setting up to be a false breakout, which is fine. It didn't look like it was going to be this morning. But hey, maybe it is. All right, date in 3 minutes here. Let's see what we want to do. Where's some of the other ones that we've been looking at? This thing is not doing anything. Crowd ended up doing nothing. Bold SPY predictions are back. They are not back. They are never going to be back. All right. I mean, all-time highs are right here. So you could get a little spicy in the market today. If it wants to get a little nutty, it'll get a little nutty. All right. Minute and a half, team. ISM and then Goolsby's coming on. They may tank it. They may tank it. Which would get interesting. Where's TLT? Oh, it's trying. Yeah, Tabasco. Well, it depends. I can't do the analysis for you. Because the analysis is gonna come to a conclusion, and I can't, give you that. But in the mastermind, I will teach you guys the process that I go through and how we do that, which we'll talk about that right after kind of this data settles down and the Fed speakers kind of chill out. Netflix getting slapped. It's like $5 of drop here. More. 8. Think it's a good time to add some TLT? Well, it's not the worst time in the world. I don't hate it there. I mean, you just saw it whip around. Like, you saw it. We had a nice little run here, which is exactly what we were thinking. But again, what we've been saying is that there's going to be a lot more volatility as these large market participants start to position themselves for unpricing March cuts. Oh, you're in it for shares? What's the ticker, Dave? I may know it already. I may know a lot of it. Oh, tally. Telly did not like that. Telly did not like that move there. Hold on. ISM is out. Netflix getting slapped. I might just cut that and just be done. Like, if this candle goes red, I'm out. What was it? I don't see it yet. Come on, newsfeed. Do your thing. I don't see it yet. Couldn't have been good. Yet. There it is. There's the selling. Yeah, here we go. ISM non-manufacturing PMI actual 53.4 versus 50.6. Estimated 50.2, so that came in hot. Yeah, that was hot across the board. What's the low? 62.39. All right, you break that low, I'm out. That'll be the quickest false breakout we've ever seen. That'll be very quick. Pink. Good old Tesla. What did Tessie do? Nothing. It's down 3%. Doing nothing. TLT got slapped on that. MTSI. No. You guys are going to hear me say these things a lot. Like, when you bring up tickers and you don't know exactly what I'm looking for, I'm literally just going to be like, no. Like, I have blinders on in the market, guys. If it doesn't fit my expectations, I don't care. I literally don't care. And some of you guys are going to be like, I don't like that because I care. And it's like, well, if I don't care, why do you care? And that's the thing you got to really consider there. TNGX. Oh, okay. I mean, that, you know me, Dave. I'm not a biotech guy, but what do they do? What types of drugs do they have? What do they got? Cancer treatments? Okay. Yeah, the ISM prices paid super hot. Ooh, that's not good. That's not good. Bloody day in your portfolio? Well, a lot of things are down, man. A lot of things are down. We're just looking for new setups, dude. Like, there's not, like, we're basically all cash. There's nothing really to do. I mean, except for TLT, the free Facebook, which doesn't matter. And then, I mean, I've got the Netflix here. Those are obviously red, but we'll see. I mean, if it holds this low, I'll be able to stay in it. Give you the drugs? No. If it breaks, I'm out. Simple as that. Where's Palantir? Whoa, that was aggressive right back down. Oh boy, jeez, look at that thing. That doesn't make any sense. They just slapped that thing right back down. I mean, they have earnings after hours today, so I wouldn't go anywhere near this. The implied volatility is going to be way too high. Literally the only thing that I'm looking to do today now, after we saw some of this nonsense here, is ES going to give me a setup? How big is this? 25, 90. That's probably too big. That's probably too big of a move to play the retrace on. We'll see, though. It may not be, but when it gets that big, remember, all these moves are going to take a decent amount of time in order to get where they need to go. If you're playing, like, I don't have to tell you guys this. All that info's in the course. I mean, it's already, like, you guys already know. All right. Then we have Goolsby speaking too. So they may really try and reel in this market here. And if that happens, watch out below on a lot of things. And we just get to sit on our hands and do nothing. And just wait. Let's see. Telly hated that. Let's see. I mean, I'd love to get another nasty day trade. But I don't know. I mean, this thing would have to really sell in order for us to get it, which would be fine. If they want to do that, like, sell it hard. Because I don't want to be sitting here all day waiting for it. But, I mean, with all the Fed speakers coming, they're going to back off a little bit on everything here. Let's see. Goolsby. Yep. And again, guys, make sure you guys are still hitting that like button on the way. We are 29 likes away from 100. Thank you, team. I appreciate that. I mean, you're right down at this BJ key level. What's the range here? 75, 57? I don't think that's going to give it to you there. I don't think that's going to give it to you. Feds Goolsby repeats, doesn't want to rule out. Dude, this is a wild comment from Goolsby. Feds Goolsby repeats, doesn't want to rule out a March cut. What? Are you on crack? Goolsby, come on. Come on, what are you doing there? No. You're playing some games over here that I don't know what you're playing. That's a crazy statement out of Goolsby. Everybody knows it doesn't make any sense. It makes no sense for March cuts. Why is Goolsby going against Powell here? We've got some insubordination in the ranks, is what we've got in the Fed. Powell comes out and says, I'm pretty much, basically Powell confirmed no March cuts. Which we all expected anyway because March cuts are ridiculous. Let him talk. It's not affecting the market. It's not helping the market out right now. That's insane. I know. I mean, so here's the other thing, though. It's like they also haven't ruled out further rate increases. So, like, that just kind of is, like, no longer talked about. Yeah, see, like, it's just reinforcing that like, based on the data. Oh, DWAC, is that ripping? DWAC. I just don't. I mean, that thing's a rocket ship right now. We know where he is on the dot plots or whatever. Yeah, we do. Alright, Netflix, get your head out of your butt. Market's not going to help you out there. Yields are ripping today. Like, look at the 10-year. This is ridiculous. Look at this. Boom. Boom. Everybody thought this was going to be a nasty breakdown. And I thought it had some juice on it too, but that's coming screaming back up. And Netflix still chilling. DWAC, I mean, you could... It's just too jacked up, like, is what I have to say about DWAC. Like, the whole chart is just too jacked up. IV, crazy price action. When there's crazy things going on, your levels are more likely to get blown through, like... Alright, first step, Netflix, get your butt back over 570, and then we can go play. ES is not reacting on this. What's NQ doing? NQ's trying to pull up a little. I mean, that would make a little bit more sense with what we're seeing on the statements, but have we got any other ones? Goolsby won't speculate on potential for a 50 basis point cut. Fair. I mean, that's okay. That's fine by me. Like, I don't think that Ralph and I were talking about this earlier in the live chat here. I don't think they're doing 50s. I think they're going to do 25s and just slowly work ourselves down. All right, ES touching that BJ key level here. IWM getting murdered. Well, IWM should actually have some bounce here. Yeah, a little bit. Like that, I would expect to bounce more than NQ. off of whatever Goolsby's gonna say if he comes in as a dove. You still add your 2-year leaps on TLT when I can't blow your average? Yeah, me too. Huh. Let's see if there's any comments on this yet. What in the... Jesus. I can't... Dude, whatever's going on with Twitter, they need to get it under control. Because, like, I cannot open Twitter in public places sometimes. Like, I'm scrolling, stocks. Not stocks. Like, what are... Like, it just... Like, I don't know how that just gets there. You're like, hey, guys, can we not have this on my feed right now? Thanks, Elon. Yeah, I don't see anything yet, or anything further. I just see won't speculate on the potential for 50 basis point cut. That's all I got here. Ooh, 25 likes away from 100. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Remember, we're live Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. every day. Every freaking day. Tesla, driving virtual Tesla. Wait, what? No. That doesn't even have to do with Tesla. They're talking about dreaming and, like, driving Teslas. You get an SCV update and then the booties pop up? That's my algorithm? I don't think it is, bro. Like, I have, like, another Twitter, too, that I don't use, and it's on there. Like, I think they're pushing it. Like, I tested it. I was like, this can't be... I'm not doing anything, obviously. It's like my business Twitter account. What the hell is this? ES, still having no fun. Here comes the selling. You break through this BJ key level? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O on the market. Goolsby, strong jobs data doesn't necessarily mean overheating. Dude, he's like very dovish. What is this? Do I have any interest in the Vision Pro? Yeah, but I'm not spending like $4 grand on it. That's just stupid. Why are they like... It's almost like this is Janet Yellen. Why is Goolsby being taken over by Janet Yellen right now? What is that? Yeah, I got you, Daniel. This must be pressure from the Treasury. Well, it's going to be interesting because this is just the first of... This is the first of 10 Fed speakers. So at 2, we get another one. If Bostic comes out and says this too, this is Janet Yellen coming in from the shadows being like, hey, guys. Freaking start cutting. We can't sell all of these bonds at whatever, like 5.25%. That's ridiculous. Or the 10-year at like what, 4.1? It's crazy. ES, big boy candle to the downside there. Not liking what it's seeing off of the data. TLT hammered. All the other stuff is getting hit too, I think. Like, let's take a look at Crowd. Crowd's getting hit. Palo Alto hanging on. Nothing crazy. Ulta's probably moving down. Come on, Ulta. Yeah, Ulta coming right back down, not really giving us that daily setup that we want. This could be the time where the market resets itself and we take like 2 weeks off of swinging and we just focus on the day trades and we're good to go. That will happen. Like, you guys have to realize that, like, the way that we swing, the reason why it has so much success is that you have to be comfortable not trading at certain times because you're not going to see the setups that you need and they're not going to follow through. This could be the setup of one of those times, which is fine. I mean, we're already up so much. Like, why would we screw around even more? Just guys for a while. Tabasco Dave, that could be it too, pal. That could be it too. I don't really have a whole lot of trust for what I'm seeing out of the market here. Can somebody let me know if the risk is too big on this move from like the 9 a.m. Friday low to like the afternoon high? I feel like it's over 5 points and we wouldn't touch it. But then again, the last time the market did this, whoop, So, careful. Be careful. Don't do anything crazy. You think you'll buy the Vision Pro and not open it? Why would you do that? It's cool. Like, the whole thing about the Vision Pro looks really cool. I just, like, don't care. It's like 6 points? Yeah, we're not touching that. Your girl shops at Ulta enough. I feel like they should be ripping. Dude, I mean, that's why I was trading it. Like, pretty women love Ulta. I love money. Perfect, perfect match made in heaven there. All right, here comes ES selling even more. That's big. I mean, this could free fall today. It would make sense. It would make sense for there it goes. Yeah, 6 points is aggressive. I wouldn't be touching that one. 4.75 is the largest I'll go on it. It wouldn't make any sense. Like, it's just, you got to think about the timing and the, like, every single one of those risk to reward trades that we have is like at least, like, if you hit 2 TPs, you're hitting at least a 1 to 5 risk to reward trade in total. So, what's my BJ key level setup? It's in the courses, Wayne. I'm not gonna do it now. It's in the course videos. It's just like we're watching the market here. I'm not gonna pull it up real quick because there's a lot of them. It's in the advanced section of the day trading course. Well, it's minimum 2 points of risk, maximum 4.75-ish is what I'll do. On that specific one, that's basically what it is there. But yeah, I mean, that strategy has had 13 winning months in a row and has started off very, very, very hot for the 14th month. So, and again, for all of you guys that want the 50% off deal for both of those courses, man, the swing trading course, the day trading course, here you guys go. Again, I created these in a way where you guys can, again, get the information that you need for a fraction of the cost that these other idiots are charging you for, like, discretionary trading strategies that you'll never be able to do. This is math behind it. It works over time, like, and again, I've seen all you guys, like, crushing with it. But, again, if you just want the day trading course, I'll give you a 30% off code. Just use STV30, and you'll get 30% off there. But this market is getting nasty here to the downside. Nasty. Netflix is probably going to invalidate here, and then we're going to be done with that. If it bounces, though, I mean, that'd be nice. I don't think it will, but... Where's, dude, Goolsby is still saying, like, inverted yield curve, not a reliable recession sign now. Strong's jobs data doesn't necessarily mean overheating. I mean, we just saw that. Yeah, Netflix probably going to invalidate here. That's fine. That's fine. The market's just not helping it out. Like, you can't have the market sell off by what, 35 points, and then expect that that Netflix is gonna hold on. That's not gonna happen. Like, if the market decides to die, it's gonna die. Telly, all right. That was probably the level, though. This was probably the level that we were looking for if you were to do it from up here. That's pretty freaking close, though, I bet. What is it? Can somebody tell me what it is? It's got to be close. That's 492, or what? 94275? I don't know. I mean, Netflix is holding on until it fully invalidates and cracks that low there. I just do nothing with it and then let her rip. But that's not a good sign. So 94675. That's where it is. All right. I mean, that's, you guys know the rules. That's not following the rules if you have it, but it's just too much risk. You'd have to come back up to like here, 7.5, something like that. It would be hilarious if it just ripped right off of that. Yeah, it's like 250 or something. 62.39. So there's about $1 left on the Netflix. 47.25. It's close enough. I mean, it's the same deal. Unless they yank it up. I mean, you're not playing that. It's 6 points of risk. That's ridiculous. Especially since we have Fed speakers. Well, I mean, it's not Powell, so it's, I would say it's fine to trade during them, but they are going to move things around pretty aggressively. All it takes is one hawkish. Well, yeah, I mean, but it wasn't even them saying it wasn't the Fed speakers that is causing this move. It was the data. But the other thing there too is that what did we talk about earlier in the stream? What were we talking about? What was Powell's, in my opinion, one of the most important statements that he made? We just want to see more good data along those lines. It doesn't need to be better than what we've seen or even as good. It just needs to be good. So that data, I mean, wasn't good. But again, it's like the market should be, I don't know. I mean, it's right near those all-time highs again. So I could see why they want to sell it off a little from there. Oops. Oh, wait. We never talked about... Oh, wait. We never talked about the mastermind. We got to do that. All right. So here's what the deal is going to be with the mastermind, guys. So remember, we're only going to have time to do one of them before I leave forever. So all you have to do, there's two things, which I know this is going to be confusing. I don't know how, but I do know somebody's going to get confused by this. If you're already in the day trading mastery course or the swing trading course, you will be receiving the email before everybody else, because remember, there's going to be very limited spots to this. You guys are all going to get the email first, along with a discount. Remember, it's going to be more expensive, but we're doing like 8 to 10 weeks, 2 to 3 classes a week, day trading, swing trading, all the macro stuff, basically college education in the world of like finance, what they teach you in there, and then long-term investing, like all of the different things that you would need to know to have success. Remember, guys, I've been doing this since I was 14 years old. There's a lot of stuff that we have not talked about, and before I go, I want to make sure that you guys have access to all of that information. For those of you guys that aren't in the courses, you're not going to be getting a discount. But again, if you want to get take one of those limited spots that we're going to have, all you have to do is be on the free newsletter list. So all you got to do is be on the free newsletter list, which is shortthevix.info. That's where you got to go. You get the free ebook. And information will be sent out there. Now, depending on how many of the people already in the courses hop into the mastermind, I mean, there's going to be even more limited spots. So, again, all you guys in the courses are going to get a discount and first access, obviously. Your permanent vacation never got approved. Sorry, you're stuck here. No, that's not how it's going to work. Sorry. Not how it's going to work there, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, and then right now we have the 50% off deal to the courses too. But that's going to be like 8 to 10 weeks, 2 to 3 classes a week, an hour or two each. And you guys are going to have access to those videos forever. So at the end of this month is when I'm going to be sending out. I just got to make sure like how we're actually going to do it with like payment processors and sending stuff out and things like that. But yeah, so we're going to basically do the whole release at the end of the month. Start it in March. Go probably through April. April or a little bit of May. And you guys will have access to everything. Like, some of the stuff that I'm going to show you is crazy. I can't wait. Like, it's just, like, there's so many things that, like, I just can't, like, we can't go through here, or I need to prepare more. Like, I actually need, like, PowerPoints and stuff to be able to do. I already have a bunch of them done. So, yeah, that's going to probably be the biggest value drop that I have ever done on this channel, on Instagram, anywhere. Netflix still hanging on, but not doing anything great here. Yeah, dude, that's crazy. Yes, just popping off of that. What's the limit to that? I'm gonna cap it at. It's probably gonna be 150. Probably gonna be 150 people. So, and the thing is, I'll tell you right now, there's like 5,000 people on the mailing list already. There's 5,000 people on the list already. So you guys that are already in the courses, you guys are going to have first access and you're going to be good to go. No more YouTube? Well, when I stop doing it. Yeah. Yeah, this year's at one point this year, it's going to be the last stream forever, probably. I do these for you guys. Like, I don't have to sit here doing this. I would just trade and be done and, like, hang around. Like, I don't... I do this so you guys can learn. But, I mean, there's still time left. It's not like it's next week or something. Like, we've got a solid couple months here. Alright. They're coming to get me on the Netflix. That's rude. It's alright, though. Can I draw it? Where? There's not really anywhere to draw it from here. I mean, maybe up here. You would just go high, 497550, down to 4942, and you're good. We're like your office colleagues in here? Yeah, it's true. That's true. That's exactly what you guys are. And I appreciate it. I truly do. Thank you, Trep Trays. I appreciate that. We're abandoned babies. Thanks a lot. Yeah, no problem, guys. I mean, again, you guys have access to the courses right now. Those are going to set you up for success forever. And then that mastermind is going to be epic. Like, I'll tell you guys right now. I may even bring in... Well, I mean, we don't really have to, but we're going to do some really cool stuff with it. So, shorttevix.info is where you need to be if you aren't one of those people in the courses. But, again, you guys that are already in the courses, I'm going to make sure that you guys have enough time to snag it. Because you guys are the ones that have already put that first foot forward, that, like, already want to learn. So I'm not going to deprive you guys from, like, the actual crazy awesome learning. But you guys also get a discount in there, too, so you'll be good. That was not what I was expecting to happen on Netflix today. It's alright. I still can hold it. But that's why we set up risks the way that we do. It's like, you're not going to see me here just, like, stressing out about freaking Netflix. Like, who cares? When the system says shoot, I shoot. Have a good day, you too, James. You too, buddy. Alright, let's see here. Yeah, I'm going to make some more of those PowerPoints today. I got to do some research on how we're going to actually do this thing, and we'll be good. Dude, I can't believe freaking ES is bouncing right at our levels again. I mean, I can. I mean, if you were to do it and you were to map out what I've taught you in the day trading course, I mean, the entry was like here. Your stop is at like 40, so that's like right here. And then you'd be going all the way up to like probably this. 70. Nah, you'd probably be going up higher. 75 or something. Retiring on YouTube? Well, at some point this year I will be. Yeah. So, time is running out, team. So, guys, it is 10:30. We are going to be wrapping it up for today. Again, make sure you guys are snagging that 50% off deal to the courses while that deal is still valid. Again, if you just want the day trading course, use STV30 for 30% off. 0 losing months in 2023. It's actually at 13 months now. It's green for the 14th month in a row so far. I mean, I'd have to lose 5 trades in a row for it to go red, which I don't think is gonna happen. So team, again, make sure you guys check that out if you guys are interested in learning more. If you're struggling, I mean, that's gonna solve basically every single problem that you guys have as traders. So guys, I will see you guys tomorrow. Another great day, man. Remember, we're live every single day, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Great day. Let's see what happens with the market over there. I mean, again, I'm probably going to get stopped on the Netflix, but that's fine. We will see what happens, team. Later.